This is Janet Morana, Executive Director of Priests for Life. Welcome to our program. And of course, I'm joined by pro-life leader Frank Pavone.
It's
Welcome.
good to be here again.
That's right. And guess what, brothers and sisters? We had the most exciting week last week.
Oh, yes.
Because we went and lobbied Congress to defund big abortion. Now, this is very doable and possible right now. And we need all of you to listen to what we accomplished last week, because then we've got a homework assignment for you.
Well, it was exciting, not only because so many pro-life groups participated, which we had geared up for when we had the leaders here in our office in the beginning of February. So many groups participated, and then so many activists showed up by the hundreds.
Yeah.
We were all wearing the same shirt.
And here, this list that I have here, beautiful list of over 50 pro-life groups were participating, meaning 50 sponsoring organizations. This is like historic.
Yeah.
When they say, "Oh, what does the pro-life movement get your act together?" Oh,
yeah.
we had our act together, and we were unified, and we took Capitol Hill by storm.
And the letter that was sent to Congress was signed by 3 times as many, 150 pro-life leaders, state and national.
Right.
But the beautiful thing was, not only was there that show of strength from the pro-life movement, which, by the way, we're going to build on. We're going to tell people there's a part 2 to this, but also it was because of the positive attitude of the members of Congress.
Yes.
They said, yes, we're going to do this. Now, I want to point out to the audience, defund big abortion. Notice we're not saying just defund Planned Parenthood.
No.
That's included.
That's included.
But defunding big abortion.
And any of the abortion facilities.
The entire industry.
The entire industry. And the thing is, what you have to understand is, yes, the Republicans are pro-life. And yes, they want to defund. Now, we've got an opportunity in what's called reconciliation. They're working on the budget right now and this reconciliation bill. And the beautiful thing about reconciliation is we don't need in the Senate the 60.
Right. You can get it through with a simple majority. That's the difference.
Simple majority.
Usually to pass legislation, you need 50. You need half of the House of Representatives plus 1. All right. 218, in other words. And you need in the Senate 60, not 51. 60 out of the 100 because of the filibuster.
Exactly. And see, in the
past,
in
this reconciliation,
there has been bills to defund Planned Parenthood,
right?
But they couldn't get that steam to get all those votes. We don't have it.
Yeah.
But the good thing is we have the White House right now, so that if we can put this out of committee in the reconciliation bill, it will pass the House and it can pass the Senate. And then the president will.
We've got the votes.
We have the votes. So this is a unique opportunity. So let's talk about last week. I don't think any of the groups, excuse me, that lobbied saw as many people as we did. I think we get the prize for the most, because we started off, we had our first meeting and we saw Representative Neil Dunn, his staff. That was our very, very first meeting. His legislative assistant, Tucker Williamson. He was amazing because he really explained to us about this whole process and how it works, and very receptive. The whole staff greeted us warmly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we wore special shirts that said, defund big abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after we spent time in Representative Dunn's office with his staff, then we had, they say, walk the halls of Congress, walk the halls of Congress. As we were walking the halls, we met with Representative Russell Fry.
Right there in the hallway, right?
Right in the hallway from South Carolina, and Representative Nick Begich from Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so great for several reasons. Number one, they had just done a vote and they were getting ready to go to the airport. So we had a face-to-face. They gave us plenty of time, took pictures with us. And they said, yeah, we want to work towards getting this defunding into reconciliation and get it done. Right. So they were just warm and fantastic. Then we stopped in to see another Florida representative, Representative Corey Mills. And we were originally just talking to his staff.
And as we're talking to his staff person, the congressman walks in. By himself.
And sometimes when they walk in, they go into a separate entrance, whatever. Yeah. But he walked straight in the main door, saw us.
Father Frank, come on in the office.
Come on in.
He knows of our work.
He knows of our work. So again, we got to present to him the reminder of why we were there, took pictures. And the important thing, like he said to us, he goes, listen, I know I'm going to push this. I'm going to vote for it. But you know what? Seeing you guys here and all these other people here, you know what that does for us? It gives us encouragement.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it gives them the tools to say to their colleagues on the Democrat pro-abortion side, hey, you know what? I heard from people on this. I heard from, and they count the numbers of messages, right? I heard from 5,000 of my constituents about this issue. They showed up on my office. It gives them the ammunition to make the case that this has public support, because it's not a matter of convincing the other side of the morality. It's a matter of mathematics. It's like, hey,
well, do you want
the voters
your
want
tax
this
money going for abortion?
Right.
The answer with this, all those surveys that are taken all show most Americans say no. Yeah. You want to get abortion, you go get your abortion, but I'm not paying for it. That's how they feel. And then of course, after Representative Corey Mills, we stopped in Andy Harris's office.
Dr. Andy Harris, yes,
Andy Harris,
representing Maryland, yeah.
Another, again, favorable person. He's got an interesting story, though, because he's in public office because of you.
Well, I helped him to convince him to run in the first place when he ran for State House in Maryland through our EWTN program, where I said that going into politics is actually a vocation, which it is. Yeah.
Then we stopped in at Representative Brandon Gill from Texas.
Oh, great
friend. He's a freshman, new representative. Yeah. And of course, his staff, I mean, I never saw them jumping up and down for joy so much about meeting us. Oh, Priest for Life, you're here. Oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. So I think what was so encouraging even for us was to see the enthusiasm of the staff of these congressmen, and the fact that they know our work, appreciate our work, and were thanking us.
Well, Brandon Gill, I mean, I'm sure many of our viewers have seen him now on television. He's making a great impression. He's the son-in-law of Dinesh D'Souza.
Right. Yep. Then, of course, we had to go see our new representative, and that was
Mike Haradopoulos. Yes, here in Florida.
From here in Florida, because he took the place of Congressman Posey when he retired.
Who was also very supportive.
Yeah. Exactly. So that was another great experience. And then, of course, we went to Representative Daniel Webster, another Floridian. And again, it was such a warm reception.
Yes.
It was
staff person sat down with us.
Met with us, discussed with us. It was just amazing. And then, of course, we had a 1-hour meeting with Congressman Chris Smith.
Yes.
And I mean, that's for a congressman to give you an hour of their time.
Well, he's been a longtime friend.
But he was giving us really a bird's eye view into substance of what's been going on. And the fact that between President Trump and Doge and all the positive people that have been put in place, he was talking to us about some of the international money that was getting wasted by the Biden administration that was now going to be put a halt to it.
Yeah, that's right.
So I mean, I was very, very encouraged. I don't know about you, but I just thought it was, very interesting. And of course, then we went to Representative Andy Biggs from Arizona. We stopped in there. We stopped in with, of course, you wanted to pay hellos to Henry Cuellar, a Democrat, who he
occasionally he has voted pro-life.
But since the Democrats have been so lockstep together, he hasn't voted with us in a long time.
Yeah, he'll sometimes.
Right. And then, of course, we stopped in to see Representative Mike Lawler from New York, his staff. And finally, I couldn't resist the temptation. I could not. I went by AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's office. I'm telling you, kindergarten classroom or college dorm. I don't know which best describes the disgrace.
You've got these sticky
notes
all over the wall.
And it's instead of having a book where you can sign your name like all the other reps have. Oh no, she's got a pile of sticky notes.
Do it like a grade school
that student. You can sign the sticky note and stick it on the wall.
Yeah,
it looked horrible. But I do have to say, we were there, looking at the disgraceful wall, which we took a picture of. And one of her staffers was coming back. Interesting enough, every office was not locked that we went to, right? Wide open. Opened the door, walked right in. Did you notice he had to use a key to get back in the office? She keeps her door locked. Well, that's not an open door policy for a congressman, right? I mean, they all have their doors unlocked except AOC. I wonder why. Pause the thought. The other thing I didn't like about the halls of Congress was, outside every office, you have the American flag and their state flag. And did you notice how many other political garbage flags there were? There was the gay pride flags, there was the transgender flag, and there was a few other ones. I mean, where's the decorum in Congress? It's gone out the window, out the window.
But the beautiful thing was at the beginning of the day, we all gathered in one of the key caucus rooms. And what a sight it was to see these hundreds of pro-lifers all wearing the same shirts.
Big turquoise shirt that said, defund big abortion. And we went just out after we had our initial instructions and took some more pictures. Out we all went.
And we had Steve Scalise, one
Came
of
and
the key
spoke to
Republican
us. Yes.
leaders, come and address us with words of encouragement at the beginning of the day and words of commitment. We're going to get this done because, this has been in reconciliation bills before. And what can happen sometimes is that in committee, all the negotiations that go back and forth, they end up taking it out.
Right.
Well, that's why we need a show of force here to say, especially to those on the committee who might be getting nervous, maybe I'm going to get kickback about this in my home district. That's why we need to show them, no, you've got support on this.
Right. And now
from the people.
We're going to talk about your homework assignment because we were in Washington last week, but we're going to give you dates in the middle of April when all of Congress will be out of session and back home in their district offices. Right. Now, they may not be in that office every single day. However, we are going to send out a big email blast to all our supporters, and we're going to give you very specific instructions to try and go and visit the offices of, well, first of all, your congressman should be easy because that's somebody in your area where you live, in your district. We're also going to give you your two senators, and if you can get there too, we want you to do that. We want you to deliver the same message that we did at the federal level in your home offices. And why? That's one of the most important places, because if a representative suddenly gets visits from actual supporters from their area on a specific issue like this, defund big abortion, they're going to say, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it makes
people really want me to get this done.
It makes more of an impact the way it's been explained to us for years about this. When a national issue goes to the doorstep of the local office. Because when you think about it, a member of Congress in their local office, they're going to be hearing about community concerns. Fix this road, fix this, open this bridge. I mean, we're not minimizing those issues, but those are local issues.
Right.
A national issue, people usually think, oh, well, that goes to the Washington, D.C. office. When it comes to the doorstep of the local office, that's a signal that, whoa, people are really thinking about this.
No, they're
paying attention.
But their staff, now whether you actually meet the member or there's the staff, don't worry.
No,
your visit counts.
Count on meeting the staff, right?
Yeah. And this is why. What they do is they have to mark down every phone call, every visit, every email, every snail mail letter they get. They have to record it, and they have to record the purpose of it.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's defund big abortion. And for every one they get, they assume there's 99 more people in their district that feel the same way. That's the mathematical things that the Congress uses to calculate how many of these people feel the same way.
Yeah.
So brothers and sisters, this is a simple assignment. We're going to send an email out to all our email supporters. You're going to get the instructions very detailed, because you might be scratching your head going, I don't know where the district office is. No, we're going to have a simple instructions in the email that will show you how to do it.
Now, you might not be getting our emails. Go to prolifevote.com. That's our election/political/lobbying website.
Right.
By the way, we have a C4 now, Pro-Life Vote. Okay,
exactly.
So prolifevote.com. Go there. Sign up for the emails, and you'll also see a link about this project. More information coming up there in the coming days. Like Janet says, oh, this is going to be in the middle of April. These members will be in their home district. You're in their home district. Go see their staff. Go there. You could call ahead of time if you want, or you could just show up.
Right.
But go there and bring this simple message. We want, and we'll give you talking points on that website and in the emails that we send you. about what to say. Why do we want funding stopped? I mean, all of you that watch these programs, you already know you don't want to fund baby killing, but also we're going to talk about the damage it does to women. We have our Silent No More campaign.
Absolutely.
And the fact that Planned Parenthood, the largest abortion business, is a criminal enterprise. They break all kinds of laws. And do you know, I have some statistics here about Planned Parenthood. In a 5-year period between 2018 and 2023, you know how much direct public money they brought in? $3.2 billion with a B dollars. I mean, that's in 5 years. Why is Planned Parenthood getting that kind of money? They get hundreds of millions of dollars in donations from pro-abortion mega donors.
Oh, like George
they
Soros
can go fund
and
them.
company.
They can go fund themselves.
Yeah, go fund yourself is our. That's our line. Go
and not
fund
only
yourselves.
that, the preventative care.
Right.
They claim to do all these other things other than abortion. Preventative care from 2022 to 2023 fell 31%.
Wow.
31%. This is an abortion business, and it's a criminal enterprise, and it's a political machine too.
Right.
They dump. Where does this money go when you send it to Planned Parenthood? People think, oh, it's going for health care. No, it's going to Democrat political campaigns.
Yeah, they do. They support all the bad guys who think there's nothing wrong with killing babies till birth. I mean, it's like.
So it's time to talk to Congress.
That's right.
Stop the funding of the abortion procedure,
right,
and of the abortion organizations. Now's the time.
Now's
our chance.
This is it. We can count on you. So be in tune, watching for that email. And then we want to hear from you. If you go and you do the assignment, please let us know. Take a picture.
Take a picture.
We're going to put a whole big gallery of these pictures up on our website so we can encourage each other, because this was not going to be the only time we're going to need your help. We have gotten the trifecta. The House, the Senate, and the presidency. Guess what? We have got a lot of work to do. We got to row the boat together and get a lot of things done. So you know what? Goal is make abortion unthinkable and stop it all together. So I think this is a great project.
It's going to be an important project. Keep on the lookout and go to prolifevote.com.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. Till next time, Janet Morena, Executive Director, and pro-life leader Frank Pavone. Thanks and God bless.
Hello. I'm Evangelist Alveda King with Priest for Life. The voices of women who have had abortions, those who have found forgiveness and healing, and are willing to share their stories are very important in the pro-life movement. I am one of those women, and that's why I'm a member of the Silent No More Awareness Campaign. Started by Janet Morena of Priest for Life and Georgette Forney of Anglicans for Life, this movement is helping people around the world to share their stories of pain, of hope, and of healing. The Silent No More campaign gives us a chance to inform others that abortion is not a solution to their problems, and to invite those who have already made that mistake to seek repentance and healing. I, along with all the members of Silent No More, ask you to share our stories as well. Go to silentnomore.com to see our testimonies and to join the movement. Again, that's silentnomore.com.
Hello, I'm Sam Brownback, and I've worked alongside Father Frank Pavone for many years on the cause of life. He's a true champion, and the Priests for Life have been wonderful champions of this great cause, of the cause of human dignity of every human at every phase of life, from the very first moment of conception until its natural death. The human species, the human person, each and every one are full of dignity, priceless in value, and Priests for Life stand for that. Join their work with them, work alongside them in this battle, this incredible battle, this fantastically important battle for life in the United States. We've got to win this fight. Join them.